Whether you're in a difficult conversation with your loved one or are trying to resolve a difficult problem or even a conflict, people like feeling seen, feeling heard, and feeling felt. So they like that you're completely attuned to whatever they're experiencing and feeling and thinking. And one of the techniques that does that is reflective listening. Reflective listening facilitates bonding and it enables you to focus on the issue at hand. So with reflective listening, you really try to feel what is going on within that person, how they're feeling, but also what they're thinking. You're really taking on their perspective and thus combining the emotional and the content, the issue at hand. How does reflective listening work? First, you listen to whatever they're saying. You're really there in the moment, listening to what they're saying, but also the way they convey their emotions, their body language, their facial expressions, their tone of voice. You're taking it all in to the best of your ability. Second, acknowledge someone through reflecting. So once you finish listening, really listen for the core. What is the essence? The content, but also the feelings, and summarize that using your own words. So this ensures that you're listening very carefully, because you know in the first phase that by the second phase you'll have to summarize and repeat back, paraphrase everything in your own words. And make sure that both elements are in there, so the content and the emotions involved, so people really feel that you've listened to them, they feel felt, they feel acknowledged and validated. There are hurdles to reflective listening. Neil Katz and Kevin McNulty have defined these 3 common high-risk responses that can derail a conversation. They can make people defensive, or they make them less likely to come up with suggestions of their own. And the 3 hurdles are, first of all, you're evaluating and judging, and people feel there's something wrong with them and they stop sharing with you. The second one is that you're moving into finding solutions too quickly into the conversation. So people feel that they're not being heard, they've not been felt, and you're trying to push solutions on them. So be very careful to first validate them, make people feel felt, and only then move on to the problem resolving phase when they're ready for it. Third hurdle, people that are withdrawing from the conversation. So they might be, all right, you're still there. They might be focusing on something else, whether that is a phone or they're looking at the time, but they're not really there in the moment. This can cause frustration as well. The experiment. Next time you're in a challenging conversation, first really listen to what the person is saying and what emotions they're expressing. Then acknowledge them and reflect the core content, feelings and meaning back to them. Enjoy taking your time to listen.